Do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA picking with Pop right here on Pop if it's TV. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid, that feeling back up in here. One more again. Happy Thursday. The weekend is almost here. Trade deadline is over. It's been a lot of trades. Too much for me to try to discuss on this live on my lunch break. But I wanted to definitely come get my show on, being how yesterday wasn't a great day. Anyway, before we get to today's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, we are going to do a recap as we always do. So, quick recap. Yesterday we went 3 and 4, 7 games on the slate. We gave out 3 locks, 1 play of the day. We went 1 and 1. We're not counting the play of the day, and I'm gonna say why. We had Denver Nuggets. I gotta stop sleeping on my New York Knicks. Knicks looking really good. Denver was getting 6.5, and we thought that was a lock, and they lost. We had Boston though, not winning the game, but covering the spread, covering that 4.5. They went out there to Houston and they spanked them boys. Had Pelicans, that was a bad pick. Had the Clippers, that was a bad pick. Realized Clippers was a bad pick afterwards, meaning like I did more homework. So I added up all of the 5 starters' points, and Clippers came up to 64. Cleveland came up to 77. That doesn't always mean that the team with the most point wins, but yeah, last night it did. The play of the day, which was the Oklahoma City Thunder, they was -1.5, and then they sat their whole team, and then they got 9.5. Spurs won by a fucking half a point. We're going to just count that as a push. We're not putting that as a loss. I'm sorry. With that being said, let's get to my grand total record, which is overall we are now 405, 456. As far as the locks, we are 185, 173, and 2. As far as the play of the day, we are 147. We are 47, 56, and 1. With that being said, let's jump into today's action. We got the first game up on the slate, and we got the Washington Wizards out on the road at the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons is given 14.5. I like the Pistons. I think the Pistons will Hulk smash. We ain't gonna try to overcomplicate it. We're gonna go with the Detroit Pistons. Damn, I ain't even write that down. My bad. Let's do this real quick. The Detroit Pistons. Next game up, we got the Orlando Magic out on the at home against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets getting 9.5. I'm on Brooklyn. I think the Magic will win. I know Brooklyn has been getting blown out the last 4 or 5 games. I like what I read when I did a little bit of homework on Brooklyn. They know he like, yo, we a professional basketball team. We should not be getting our asses beat like this. Basically said they shouldn't be losing like this. I think that will resonate with the whole team. Magic ain't been covering this year without Franz Wagner. I think Brooklyn keep it within the number. That's just my thinking. Next game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road at Atlanta. Atlanta giving 9.5 also. And I like Utah. I like Utah. Not the trade deadline aside, a lot of moving pieces. Some people will be playing, some people won't, etc. Atlanta picked up two good pieces, if you ask me. Buddy Hill is serviceable, and Kuminga is serviceable. Definitely to add with Jalen, Johnson, and the Daniel, whatever the lockdown defender name is. Atlanta is going to be very, very athletic, and I see them making some moves, but I don't see them covering the 9.5 tonight. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bulls out on the road at Toronto, and Toronto was given 7.5. I like Toronto. I think Toronto will win. I think they will cover. I think they, do what they got to do tonight. Coming off that loss at home, first they beat the Jazz by, by 7. The spread was 10.5. Then lost by 2. We had Toronto yesterday with that 2.5. That saved us half a point. And we like them to cover today. We like them to bounce back and cover today. Bulls coming off 2 losses. This will be their 4th road game. I like Toronto at home. Next game up, we got the Charlotte Hornets out on the road at the Houston Rockets. Houston coming off that bad loss yesterday to the Boston Celtics. Houston giving 4.5, and I think they win, and I think they cover. I don't think they lose back-to-back home games at home. I know Charlotte is on the come up. They picked up some nice pieces. Jacoby White, that's going to be a good pickup for them. They already got a good team that spaced the floor. They're athletic. They're young. Now you add more firepower. I think that's a good pickup for Charlotte. I just don't think it paid dividends tonight. I think after that loss yesterday, Houston will come and win this game today and cover that spread. Next game up, we got the San Antonio Spurs on the road at the Dallas Mavericks. San Antonio giving 8.5. And I like the Spurs. I know they played a tough game yesterday, believe it or not. Everybody played to the last seconds of that game, the last minute, and they barely fucking covered that 9.5. They won by 10. But OKC is a hell of a team, bro. That type of effort, that type of energy exerted on a fully loaded team at home. You only lace up 8, and you down only 4 with like 2 minutes left, minute and change. And then they kind of fake cheated. We know sports is scripted and rigged. You just got to be on the right side. But they helped the Spurs cover that spread. But just with those 8 players, they a hell of a team. So was the Denver Nuggets. Anyway, I like the Spurs to win and to cover tonight. I know they played a tough game, was at home, but they ain't really traveling far. I think they win, and I think they cover tonight. Next game up, we got the Golden State Warriors at the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix giving 8.5. Warriors picked up Kristaps Porzingis for Buddy Hill and Kuminga. I don't think it really moved the needle. We don't even see Kristaps on the floor like that. Maybe he will. They were saying he might play for Atlanta tonight, but now he got traded, so maybe he'll be in the next game. But I like Phoenix tonight. I think Phoenix is the better team. I think they win, and I think they cover. Last game of the night, we got Philadelphia 76ers out on the road at the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers giving 3.5. Lakers coming off an extended road trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game road trip. The last time they was home was January 18th. First home game was Tuesday, January 20th, and they've been on the road since. Every other day they played. Every other day they played. I like Philly. I think Philly playing good. I think Philly could come in here. I think Philly could shock the Lakers. I know Austin Rivers came back first game they won. Aha! Probably gonna lose that second game. I'm on Philly tonight. With that being said, let's get to the locks. First, let's get to the theme music.
Yeah. Great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air, throwing signals.
Sounds.
Alright, guys. Now, here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. It's 8 games today, so we ain't gonna be greedy. Gotta protect our, you know what I'm saying? We gotta protect our record now that we got a winning record. I'm gonna give out 3. I like Phoenix. I like Houston. And the play of the day is the Toronto Raptors. That's who I like. That's who I'm taking. Y'all can let me know who you like. You can let me know who you taking. All I ask is that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so I can stay in the algorithm. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up and here one more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money today. Real quick, honorable shout out. Shout out my man Daddis. He like, yo, shout me out. He be gambling, trying to win them chicken dinners too. So shout outs to him. Let's get some money today.